Hi all. Haven't got much energy left. Need to eat. I've been working hard for I think 5 or 6 hours laying the tile with the tile adhesive. That was hard. But I'm finally finished. Now I just need the grout. That might be tomorrow. Now it needs to dry. Take a look. All laid down. Of course, except for this part, I still need to maybe cut some off. And I made a little cut for the pipe. That's the drain pipe for the sink in the kitchen. I think that's a good result. It won't be visible as this part will contain all the cabinets for the kitchen. So at least I'm finished with the tiles so far. It took me several hours. Used a whole bag of 20 kilograms of tile adhesive. Out here. Now I need to go home and wash these, ready for next time. Thank you. Remember to subscribe if you want to continue seeing the result. The end result will be amazing, I think. But that's up to the designer, Rikke. Siger bye. Så det tog mange timer. Jeg er helt smadret, min ryg er helt smadret. Jeg er færdig med at lægge fliserne med fliseklæb. Jeg brugte næsten hele. Jeg brugte faktisk 20 kilo fliseklæb, så det var meget. Men her kan jeg alle fliser lagt hele vejen hen. Undtagen selvfølgelig lige den her del her. Så skal jeg nok lige have skåret nogen eller lavet noget andet. Jeg skulle også lige skære til med den der. Det gjorde jeg med vinkelsliveren, så jeg skar et hjørne af. Og så med vinkelsliveren prøve at lave en rundhul. Det passer fint. Så nu er det lagt. Dagus.
Hi all. Have to use protective gear.
When you are cutting tiles with an angle grinder, it gets very dusty and rocks fly around. So I cut the end part and all hand cut, and it was a bit difficult to measure up because a house from the 60s is not straight. So this is the result. All I need to do is use the towel adhesive now. You can clearly see on this end how crooked it is. But here's the result. Now for the towel adhesive, and that will be it for today. I'll make a new video tomorrow and add this to this video, so it will be one longer one. I don't want to necessarily keep you updated every day. So yeah, see you on the next one. Bye. Hi. New day, new step into progress. So the tiling is finished. Now it's time for the grout. All the floor has been vacuumed or hoovered. If it's British, it's hoover. This is the floor now. All placed with tile adhesive, and the grout I'm going to be using, as I mentioned before, is black grout. So this will be exciting to see how it looks. Rikke did think about it. She didn't really know what grout we should use. She doesn't like the gray one. She likes the white, but White grout is difficult to hold clean. Just a little bit of something and you'll be able to see it on the white grout. So she in the end decided to go with black grout, and it might just look awesome with the tiles and the black grout. So let's see how that turns out. Yeah, going to do the work now. So now I have mixed the grout just to let you see how it looks. This is the all black grout. Just made a small portion because I don't think I'll be using that much, even though it's 8 square meters, but they are big tiles and this is not much I'm going to use on the whole area. So let's see if this isn't enough. And when you're putting grout on the floor, you need something like this. It's soft, so you can easily put it between all the tiles and push it down. So using a spatula, I'll put the grout on here and just put it on like this and press it down between each tile. So end result soon, because after you've put on the grout you need to clean it when it's kind of dry, not all the way dry, because a lot of grout will of course be on the surface on all tiles, and it will, when you first see it, it looks very ugly and it looks what someone made a mistake, but that's fine. As soon as the grout is almost dry, you just wipe it off with a sponge and water, and it should look good. I've done this before, so I'm not nervous about this. First time I did it I was very nervous because it looks really bad the first time you put it on, and after you clean it, it looks so beautiful. So yeah, time to begin. Okay, just finished grouting, and this is where most people, they start to hyperventilate and panic and don't know if they made a mistake, because when you finish grouting, actually when you start grouting, you start to panic and just continue and wonder if you're doing it correctly. And let me show you what I mean when I mean that people usually they panic when they have finished grouting or just started grouting, because it looks very bad. So this is how it looks. Don't panic. Just wait till it's a little bit dry. You can clearly see here, this is not dry, and this where it becomes a bit gray, that's where it starts to dry. You need it to be almost dry, but not. Don't leave it like this. Don't leave it and come back the day after, because if you leave it like this, you won't get it off. You just need it to be a bit dry, and then you just wipe it off with a wet sponge and have those tools ready. I have a bucket here with water and a sponge. So this is the sponge I'll be using to remove the excessive grout. And, I think I'll wait just about 20 minutes or so. I think that should be enough, and then start removing the excessive grout. Yeah. Let's see the result when I'm finished. So I've started to remove the excessive grout, and as you can see, just with a sponge and some water, there's no need to panic. Look at that. Looks good. Just need to do the rest of the floor. So this is the sponge with water. I only took this little area and it's already all black. But just be confident and continue. I'll see you on the next clip. Just to show you small steps of the process with the sponge. So whenever you stroke once, clean it. Don't try to use it again when you see, oh, I missed a spot, because it's already dirty. So if you miss this little spot, you'll just get the current grout you have in the sponge on the surface. So let me show you. And don't force the sponge on the floor, just make the sponge glide along the tiles. It's good to have a bucket with a roller, because whenever you have the sponge in the water, just make sure it's rolled so you don't have too much water on it, because you don't want to have the floor all wet. So let me show you. I have this area, just put it down and just ever so slowly, don't press too hard, just let it slide. Look at that. So if you think you missed a spot like this one, don't try to do this, because look what happened, because you didn't clean it. So every time you stroke it once, clean it in the bucket. Just shake it a little bit in the water, let the excess water get out, roll it on the roller, get as much water out of the sponge as possible, press down, and then slide it again once, ever so slowly. Look at that, looks good. So that's how you use the sponge to remove the excess grout, and the end result will look beautiful. See you on the next clip. Hi. Started to sweat a bit, but grouting is finished and it looks good. Let me show you. The whole floor is grouted. You can see it actually looks nice with black grout. Gives kind of a white, or what you would call it. I have OCD, so I need to check. This was actually a damage to one of the tiles. That's okay, this is a small one. You can see that's not perfect. I'm a perfectionist, so of course read the instructions for the grout. You can wash this off. You need to wash the floor after you have grouted. Not immediately, but I think a couple of hours later. It needs to be a bit dry. But I'm just using some paper towel, kind of make it perfect. Just ever so gently, don't press down. You don't want to remove the grout in between the tiles, but whatever is on the top of the tiles. But the rest I can wash off, because the reason why you need to wash the floor after you have grout, read the instructions. It actually says it's recommended you wash the floor, because as you can see here, this part of the paper towel is clean, but this looks good. But if I use the paper towel on the floor, you can see it's all dirty. So there is still some grout on the surface, and you need to wash them. Read the instructions on the back of the grout. There are some instructions on how to wash the floor and when to wash the floor, to make sure there's no grout left on the top of the tiles. But of course you can't wash it immediately, as the grout needs to be somewhat dry, so you don't get the grout out of between the tiles. So just sort another spot. But yeah, end result is great and satisfying to look at. I'm always happy to see. That's what keeps me motivated. It might be a difficult job, but the end result is so rewarding, and that's why I like doing stuff like this. I usually work in an office in IT, but I've always been good with my hands. So whenever I get the opportunity to do work like this, I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to help. Seeing the end results is always a good motivator for me. So the next part, after the grout is dry, I will wash the floor. And when the floor is washed, I need to seal the grout. You can get some spray bottles where you spray in between on all the grout areas and just let it dry a couple of minutes, and then you wash it again. Wash the seal off that comes on the actual on the. So when that's done, I will wash the floor again, and the next step after the grout work and after the tiles are finished, I will start with what do you call them? You call them skirtings on the floor. I'll put wood skirtings all the way around, and when the skirtings are on, I will seal them with silicone. It's just a wood skirt. So on the lower part of the skirtings, I will put some silicone so I can make sure it's sealed. If there's a big water damage or someone spills on the floor, it won't go under the floor, and it's easier to wash off. So yeah, and of course, when you are grouting and working on your knees, it's always nice to have some on your knees. I have knee protectors, and of course, when I'm grouting, your hands get dirty with grout, and sometimes when you're working, you lose your balance, and it happens. It's no disaster, but yeah, my fingers touch the wall in some areas. Don't worry about it. When you're finished, try to wash it off. You can wash it, just paint it again. So yeah, looking forward to the kitchen. So when the skirtings are up, we will start installation of a kitchen, and with that work I will be getting some help from some of my friends, because there are a lot of cabinets we need to get and install. Rikke got a used kitchen that fits in here, so that's a free kitchen and it looks very good. So we're excited to see how that will look. Yeah. See you on the next clip. Remember to subscribe.